Sow Dog Piper here with you on Meerschaum Monday. Got my moon meerschaum. My other meerschaum is stuck at the post office that I recently bought. It was supposed to be delivered Saturday. For whatever reason, they didn't deliver it, and they said the next business day. Well, guess what? The next business day is a federal holiday. So I've got to wait till Tuesday. It's killing me. I also had a large order of blending tobacco supposed to be here, and it is stuck. And then some of that new small batch Cornell and Dill, the Haunting, maybe it was, I can't remember the name of it, was supposed to be here Saturday and was not here. Pain. Our U.S. Postal Service, I can't get them figured out, which they're probably like everybody else. They can't hire anybody. So anyway, in this meerschaum, I've got some of this small batch Sun Bear. Very good. I love it. But I wanted to do a VR today to Cactus Piper about our pets. This is more of telling you about the pets I've had over my lifetime and some of the funny things they've done. But some of my best memories as a young child is we had a collie named Whiskey. And Whiskey was a very good hunting dog, bird hunting dog. She loved to dove hunt. Best retrieving dog ever. So when I was a kid, one of the favorite things I used to do with Whiskey was roughhouse. And we got her as a puppy and I was a baby. And Whiskey used to, it was a he, I'm sorry, used to stay with me constantly and watch over me and sleep beside me, and was very protective of me growing up. And we would roughhouse some, and I would get on the floor with Whiskey, and Whiskey would love to grab my pants leg and pull me across the room. It was so much fun to me. I loved that dog. And later on, when me and my wife got together and got married, I was 20 and she was 21, I think. We wasn't ready for kids yet. We waited quite a while before we had kids, about 6 or 7 years, I think. But we wanted a dog. So we went and picked up Razor, which was a miniature pinscher. And Razor was just an awesome, awesome dog. Very hyper, but very good dog. When I was in the academy 23 years ago, my first police academy, I was gone. I had to travel to go to the academy, and I had to stay there, so I wasn't home. Razor got out of the front door one day, took off running across the yard, and literally ran into the side of a passing car. And Razor was just a puppy. Broke 3 legs. Didn't know if he was going to survive. Rushed him. The car that actually hit him stopped, or I say the car he ran into stopped, and was a very kind individual. Put my wife and Razor in the car and rushed them to the emergency vet's office we use. Well, long story short, Razor did survive. He had to have rods put in 3 of his legs. He had casts on 3 of his legs for quite some time, so he was full of metal. He did make a recovery, never walked right, was still able to get around pretty good. We had Razor for about 14 years before he passed away. Still love that dog. That was a great dog. And then we got Jazz, which was our first Labrador. Jazz was a good dog, but very destructive. He ate my jacket one day, my leather jacket. And he was pooping out leather and, the little buttons on the end that go around your wrist or whatnot, and pooping out snaps for about a week. So he was very destructive lab. And we've had labs since then. They were good dogs, but my lab I currently have now, Echo, has probably been the best lab I've ever had, and she was our first female lab. And I am her person. She has clung to me the whole time. She is now older, but she's a snuggler. And when she sits with her left leg extended when she sits. She's an English lab, so she's a little stocky, and she has put on some weight over the years. But she just likes to sit with her leg out. I don't know. And then right now with her, we've got the shepherd, which is a tiny shepherd, and Blue is her name, and they are the best of friends. Although I think the lab gets tired, Echo gets tired of the shepherd sometimes because the shepherd likes to play a lot. She's older now, but she still likes to play, and Echo's gotten older, and she's not so much into the playing business. But they're still the best of friends. I'm going to put some pictures up at the end of this video of some of the dogs I've had over the years, and I miss, but I've had real good success with animals over the years, dogs. We've always had labs, and up until we got this shepherd a couple years back, that somebody couldn't handle as a puppy. An older couple had gotten her and couldn't handle her, and so they gave her to us. And only downside to her is she sheds and she talks a lot. She's very loud and vocal, which shepherds tend to be. All of them have their own personalities, of course, but story wise, I guess I don't have any interesting stories except for that one lab, Jazz, eating my leather jacket, and Razor running into that car. All my male labs like to chew a lot. Echo never did. She never tore up anything. She was always just a cuddler and just a easy going, I guess lazy dog, is if you would call it that. She's just really laid back. So she's a good dog. I always forget to let this sun bear dry out a little bit before I smoke it, and sometimes it's hard to stay lit. But watched Smarty Bob a little while ago. I'm behind on my videos. He's saying that YouTube has got some stuff coming which is not good for us. Of course, they've demonized anything that has to do with tobacco, and they're wanting to put more restrictions apparently on tobacco, which means some of our videos might be getting taken down. I know some people have left YouTube and moved on to Rumble to do their presenting, which last time I tried Rumble, there was not many of us on there at all. I don't even think any of my videos got any views or anything, so it may come down to us having to transfer over to Rumble's platform to do, to move our community, which I don't want to do. I hate change, and I know a lot of y'all probably do too, but it may be something that we may be forced to do. Have to learn a new platform and stuff, and it's pretty easy. It's not hard at all. Like I said, I was on it for a little while trying to promote my channel over there and see if there was anybody over there, but there wasn't at the time, so it's a suggestion we may have to do. But if we do start doing that, let's let each other know that we're doing that so we can jump on there and stuff, move maybe as a community if that has to happen. I know some of y'all have been on YouTube for umpteen years, and that's a transition that nobody really wants to make. I get it. Well, like I said, I'm going to leave some pictures of my animals at the end of this video, and probably a few at the beginning of the video. I'm waiting on my wife to try to find some more pictures of Razor and some of our earlier labs that have passed on now. I did have a lab for a couple years named Kimber, and Kimber was pretty young and developed cancer that we did not know about, and it caused Kimber's spleen to rupture. Came home one day and he didn't want to move, didn't want to get up. Took him to the vet, and his spleen had ruptured, and there was no saving him. He was a very good dog too. We miss him. Well, sorry to end on a sad note, but I hope all y'all have a good day. I hope you have a good week. Be careful and watch your six. See you later.